Hello everyone, it's Melanie. I went to a warehouse. It was an estate sale company, but it was, they had liquidated some storage units and then put everything together in this warehouse that didn't have air conditioning, and it was like 102 today. So that was not very fortunate, but I thought I would share some of my goodies with you because everything there was 75% off, and they had some really cool stuff, but I just, you know, I have so much stuff that I think I showed some decent restraint. Anyway, I just thought I'd share with you what I got. You know, I was thinking the last time I went to an estate sale, I guess last weekend, I was thinking estate sale companies must be, I bet they buy more sandwich bags than moms. I bet more sandwich bags get used by estate sale companies than they do get sandwiches put in them. Okay, I'm just kidding, but anyway, it just seems so wasteful, you know. So these were $8, but then 75 off, so they were $2, but look how pretty that is. I don't know if I'll be able to cut that. I think it's really pretty. And then I got this one. There were a bunch of these kinds of, that one's cute too. This I grabbed. It had this, that red and green ribbon in it too. It's just some swatches. But I thought the floral prints were kind of cute. That was 25 cents. So then, I would never have bought these for $8 a bag, but they were 75 off, so they were, what, $2 a bag? So for $2 a bag, I went ahead and sprung for them, because who doesn't need, like, serious amounts of sequiny bling stuff? Oh, this is the kind you can make a belt out of. Had a belt like that. Rick-rack, more sequiny stuff. Cool. And every time when I buy this kind of stuff, I'm always looking to make sure that I don't see any bugs in it. Because that, even though I love bugs, there are a couple bugs I don't like, and one of them is carpet beetles. That's kind of cool. So anyway, this felt very Christmassy to me, all of this bling. That's kind of cute. And then there's some, so, and that's actually really pretty. Okay. So I'm going to stick all this. But what I was going to say about the bugs, I'm always looking for, you know, evidence of insects. And if I see anything, I put this stuff in the freezer. And really you really need a deep freeze if you want to kill insect larvae and stuff. But it's better than nothing. Like, what is that? Oh, yes. Okay. Let me see if I can get this in focus for you guys. We're going to have a little bug lesson here. That, if I can get it off. Okay, that, can you see that? That is a cast skin or an exoskeleton from a carpet beetle. Oh, there you can see it better. See that? So that means that at one point there were carpet beetles somewhere in this lacy stuff. So what I'll end up doing is I'm going to put all this in one bag, and then I'm going to put it all in my freezer. Because if perchance there were any larvae, I don't see any mature beetles, but if there were any larvae left, you could freeze them. Oh, look at that. I hadn't opened this yet. Look at those little, that is so cute. So just a bunch of, that's cute too. That kind of looks like a little tassel. Some white stretchy lace. I think I have some of this lace. Okay, well, all that's going to go in the freezer. I transferred it to this big bag. So if you're ever worried about insects or anything in things like this you buy from estate sales or whatnot, stick it in the freezer for a little while. Since we don't have, you know, our freezers aren't super deep freeze. I mean, the longer you can leave it in there, the better. But anyway, okay, that's my entomology lesson for today. I got this, which is really nasty dirty, but I am in the process of making my daughter a dinosaur journal as kind of a joke, so I was excited to find that, and I think she'll like it. And then I found this, which is in spectacular shape. Look, it's a Barbie scrapbook. And the page, this paper that's in here, I think is really, it's pretty brittle. So if I use this for something, somebody colored on the back of it. But if I use this for something, I'll probably replace the paper. But anyway, it was, I think it was $2, so it was 50 cents. I thought that was pretty cool. Another big column pad, so that was what, 75 cents? Is that right? I'm terrible at math. Let's see, I got a Berlitz Spanish book, and I really like these Berlitz books, and you know, they do have stitched bindings, so they're easy to take apart, and I love putting them in my journals with the foreign language kind of stuff in there. I thought this one was cute, Arithmetic We Need. These are not as great to take apart, these old school books, because they have these really heavy stitches going through them, and almost need a knife. And so it leaves holes in the, folio, if you're trying to use it as a folio. I may have to do this off camera. I mean, they are made to last. But anyway, I thought they're kind of cool, and there was some neat, some cool illustrations and stuff. Oh, like that. Look at those ladies. Love that. Okay, Arithmetic We Need. And then I was really excited. So Cheryl, if you are watching, I know Cheryl's waiting on if she's still interested, Cheryl's waiting on a Reader's Digest journal. And I hadn't found any what I considered pretty Reader's Digest covers in a long time. And then I discovered these today, so I was really excited. This pretty green one. These are from the 50s. And I thought this one was really pretty. 1959. Gorgeous cover. And this one, which is, what is that? Is that a bug? No, not a bug. Okay, purple. So anyway, now I have 3 Reader's Digests to work with. And I got this, which is not to use for junk journaling. This is, well, it is in the sense that I love putting quotes on my journal pages, or copying quotes down and putting them in my journals. And so if you come across one of these and you like doing that, including quotations and stuff, then John Bartlett was kind of the authority on collecting quotes throughout the ages. And so it's got, this is all by person, you know, by who said it. There's Tennyson. It's by who said it, and then in the back it'll always have a subject index. So, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Anyway, there's some out of the strain of the doing, into the peace of the done. Okay, so this one's going on my bookshelf, and I'll, you know, when I'm journaling something, I may look up a certain subject and see if I can find a quotation to put on my journal page from that. So I got those. I got this package of rulers. So I got a architectural ruler. That one's in fractions. Then I got a couple of these. And they still have the metal edges on them, which is nice. And I got this one, which I thought was cool. Has degrees or angles on the back. These are new. That might need to go in the trash. And then these. And then there was another one. My favorite one. What'd I do with it? It must have, oh, it fell over here. This is the ruler that I use the most often. This is a quilting, or you can also buy them for drafting, but this is a great size. So I'm excited about this one, having one that's 12 inches and is just an inch wide. So I'll get a lot of use out of that one. So I have a big jar over here of a bunch of vintage rulers and whatnot. And then I found these, which I had never, and I've been sewing all my life, I had never seen junior pinking shears. So these are made in the US, and they're tiny pinking shears. So I don't know, they would probably, if I wanted to actually cut, I'm sure they cut paper, yeah. But if I wanted to actually cut fabric with them, they probably will need to be, sharpened. But I was really excited because I've never seen a pair of tiny pinking shears. And then I bought these airmail envelopes that had a bunch of negatives in them. So I like the envelopes. They're kind of, and then there's a bunch of negatives. There's a baby. Is that a baby on a blanket? I don't know what size film this is. Someone else probably knows. Another one, a baby and a mom. Or I guess, a baby in someone's lap. So I got those. Thought those were kind of cool. And then I couldn't resist this. I have enough quilt tops to, well, I don't need any more basically, but this one was just a top, and it has some pretty feed sack, flour sack. I've never seen this print. So it needs to be washed. It's hand quilt. It's hand, look at that one. I love that one. It's not in very good shape, so I would almost kind of consider it a cutter, that I might be able to cut into it. I don't know. It's very hard for me to cut into these old quilts, but there's some really cool pieces here that would make, other stuff. So I don't really like washing just the tops because the seam allowances in the back get really ravelly, and it kind of, but I don't know, my washing machine has a hand wash cycle, so I may wash it on the hand wash cycle and see how it comes out. And then I got some stationery. So these are from two different sales, but this one's some monogrammed stationery with a whole bunch of envelopes. I love other people's monograms. This is a bunch of crane. This is all the, and they have an address on them, embossed. And then here's the cards that go in those. These are thick. And then here's the silk laid white. And this has both, I noticed it has the embossed, and then it has a whole bunch of this that's just plain. And it's pretty cranes paper. So I love finding vintage stationery. So then the other thing I got, and I'm trying to do this really fast, I found these little books, these Well-Loved Tales, Ladybug, or what are they called? Ladybird books. So I took this one apart, but what I really liked I like the size. They're really interesting. And then I took one of them apart. They've got three signatures, and I don't know that I'll be able to reuse the outside page of each signature because of the way it was constructed, the way it's glued in. But I got most of, well, maybe I could. I got most of it out. So you might be seeing some of these because they were, well, I bought a few. I bought all these. And there's some adorable covers in here. My husband was actually with me, which is very strange because he was like, well, if you think you'll like them and you want to make journals out of them, you should just get all of them. So really pretty illustrations. So I think I'm going to make some journals out of these. I can't wait to use them. I think they're from the 60s was the, oh, this one's 73, 60s and 70s. So anyway, that's my, oh, one more thing I got. Yesterday I was having an issue because my camera is mounted up above me, which I use my iPhone. I've bought other cameras and my iPhone makes the best camera for me. So my MacBook is sitting in front of me over there, and I project the screen off my phone onto my computer. And it's wireless, but it makes my computer get really hot. So yesterday I was having to try to elevate my computer up to get air circulation under it because the fans were going so fast on my computer from it being hot that I thought you'd be able to hear it in a video. So I walked by, and I just love finding things like this. Okay, I'm gonna have to show it to you. I walked by, let me see if I can show you. Nah, I'm gonna have to take it down. Okay, I walked by this. It's a dish strainer. See? An old dish drainer. And I thought, oh, that would be perfect for my computer if it would fit. And because then I could put something underneath it, but it would also, the air can circulate on the bottom of my computer and it raises it up a little bit. See, look, it's like infinite. Ooh. So anyway, that, honestly, of all the stuff I bought, that may have been my favorite thing, is my new $1 dish drainer computer holder. I just love stuff like that. So anyway, guys, I hope you're having a great weekend, and thanks for all the love on the last video, the cutting, the rose cutting. I'm gonna have to do another one. I want to show you kind of a little preview through this book, which this book is amazing. So if you're interested in collage, cut paper collage kind of things, that book is really great. So I think my next video after this might be, I'll do a little review kind of that, and I can show you the art pieces that I've done based on, since after I got that book. So hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!